So with any lead-free leader or lead core, you have to splice it. This is really good because it's got no lead in it. It can actually be tied as well. So I'm going to show you how to splice it because that's the part that people get stuck on. So I'm going to tie up exactly how I would fish. So first of all, I'm about 6 foot. I'd like to say I'm taller, but I'm not. So I pull off roughly about my hand span and I cut that off there. I'm going to use the old glasses for this one because the eyesight's not what it used to be. So get them on, and then you get the yellow handle splicing needle, and very simply you undo the latch, grab yourself your material, grab yourself about 4 inches off the end, and you fold that over your finger. With the open latch, you hook right through the centre of the material and then turn and then push up. Now whilst you're pushing up, just pinch the material so that it doesn't go through the other side. It does take a bit of practice. Hopefully it'll go right through the centre of the core. This has got a hollow core and you basically push it through. I go just to the bump in the splicing needle, which is actually about 1 inch, maybe a little bit more. Once you get that, you fold it back over and you push it all the way through until the latch comes out the other side. So it ends up looking like so. Fold the other end, the loose end, and put that inside the latch. Close the latch up and then gently pull it back through the material. Now once it's back through, it will open up and you'll have that. So you've got a tag end and you've got a big loop. Now you don't want a big loop, you want to pull that down. So you pull the tag end until you've got a nice sized loop there. Now what I use is the multi-tool, and it's got a staggered, staged spike. I use the small end on the lead end and I use the larger end which I attach to my main line. So I'll do this as the smallest end first. I'll put it over that one. I pull this nice and tight, like so. Give it a little pull. So that's really tight in there. And then what I'll do is I'll just pull the sheath up slightly, cut this off, and then when you pull it back down tight, the end goes inside the sheath. So you don't see any tag end whatsoever. Keep that on there and then you give it a really strong pull and that's not going anywhere. And that is how you splice the lead-free leader. Okay, so I've spliced the other end. I've used exactly the same process except for I used the fat end of the multi-tool and that's just made a bigger loop. So as you can see, one end is small and one end is big. Now I don't actually splice anything direct to swivels anymore. I normally just do a loop-to-loop scenario. So if I'm going over a size 8 swivel, for example, I'll use the large end and I'll just pass that through the swivel and then put the small end back through and pull it down tight. If I'm attaching to a uni lead clip, which I'm going to do now, is I actually just follow this around the metal wire. So the big end will be attaching to the main line, so that's going to go out the way. And then for the small end, I'll show you how I attach it to the uni lead clip. Grab them out the pack, pull the rubber off, get the small end and get the wire, and just follow it through and follow it all the way round until it hits the diamond part, like so. And then from the other end, use the same splicing needle, take the uni lead clip, pass it through the pointy end first, like so. Take the other end of the leader, hook that on, close the latch and push the rubber of the uni lead clip on like that. So pull the rubber end all the way down to the metal end and then very simply choose whether you want it to drop off or keep in the lead. I'm going to go drop off, turn it that way round and then pull it on nice and tight, and you make sure when you with the uni lead clip that you pull it all the way down until the barrel of the swivel is inside the rubber. That's very important. You don't want to pull it too far down so that the actual hook is inside, but you don't want it out either. Okay, so the barrel has to sit inside the rubber like that, and that is optimum. Then simply add your lead, add your hook link, and you're away to go. SubZero leader in 50-pound, abrasion resistant off the scale. It sinks like a brick. It's absolutely perfect for your leader material, whether you're fishing in short little sections just behind, say, an inline lead that's going into a PVA bag, or whether you're fishing with 3 or 4 foot behind a uni lead clip, or even up to 6 foot if you're fishing with a helicopter setup. For me, I love a long leader. It means the fish can come in, they can feed around your spot and not pick it up on the flanks and cause stress to them, and you know that you're going to be getting liners after liners if you're not fishing a leader behind your baited rig. It's just something that I've always used. I really, really like the lead-free leader. I used to be a massive fan of lead core. I still am actually, but it's banned on a lot of places. So for me, the lead-free leader is my go-to leader material behind any lead setup that I choose to use.